Namaste. How is your present moment? I don't mean on the outside per se, but what is that quiet place within you like right now? If you can't quite tune into that, take a nice deep breath. Just let your body relax wherever you are. And let your sense of self just settle in too. Every bit of efforting released into being held by gravity. Noticing the degree of simplicity that's available in your experience right now. And I just want you to let your attention come to that simple, peaceful, very mundane, quiet part of this moment. If it's easier for you to tune into that with your eyes closed, feel free to close your eyes. What's the most peaceful part of right now like for you? If you can't notice the part of right now that is peaceful, if you can't notice the easiest, simplest part of this moment, you wouldn't be alone in that. And so you might need a couple of tools to assist you, like a few deep breaths. And shifting attention to the breath as you breathe in and out, seeing if you can stay attentive to the breath for a few rounds of breath. Thus beginning to focus the mind, keeping present to this flow of the inhalation and exhalation. And then after you've done that for a few moments, you can look to see, so just do this with me now, is there a degree of what might seem to you as mundaneness even? Is there a mundaneness, a place in this moment, a part of right now where there's not much going on? I'm going to tell you there always is, and in that experience, it's the most peaceful quality. It's our eternal self. It is the infinite witness. It is the place where, and the only place where, it is the part of the experience and the only part of the experience where we can come into a true living experience of oneness and perfection and holiness, because we've turned our attention off from self-dialogue and the movement of life occurring, and we've completely let go just by focusing attention here on the most peaceful part of right now. So if you can notice any degree of that, no matter if right now that seems mundane and quiet, or if you are feeling that to be a little bit more palpable, a little bigger, or for my homies who have been practicing some time and can be super aware of that expanded version that's quite tangible, quite everything, just dissolving in that experience. Wherever you're at on the spectrum, all is welcome here. It is home, it is our true nature, it is where no matter what happens in life, we are untouched, unrocked, where we know that all that's being presented is in perfection, all that's being perfected, presented is an expression of love right here, just right here, right now. Not all of the things that are going on somewhere in some other time space, not all the big issues, just this, the simplicity of noticing that mundane, still, silent part of right now, of self. So we know that what you put your focus on grows, and the more your attention comes to rest here, the more expanded it becomes, the more you are able to recognize it, the capacity for that grows, the wider and deeper, more anchored it becomes, until you're identifying more with that than the movement of life. Not at the expense of showing up really on fire and on purpose, passionately alive for life. But hey, listen, if you're worried about that, why don't you take a look at how much energy is directed outward in our media, in our world, in you? How much energy is directed outward? There's a lot in most humans. Even people who think they're on a spiritual path or doing the spiritual thing, really trying to cultivate an awareness and a relationship to that true self, the within space, even those folks have to recover from the addiction to all of that movement, all of that concept, and just calm, quiet. Golly, it's so simple. And since I'm someone who has and continues to have to work at that recovery process, what I can tell you is it requires getting into an uncomfortable space and then saying, I want peace more than I want this to be flashy. I want presence. I want fulfillment and connection that is unbroken and causeless and unconditional more than I want for things to have to be set up just the right way in order for me to deserve it. This is the conditioning that we're overcoming, the lie. So the invitation here and now, even though I keep in all of my videos sharing, come back, just be here. This is how you do that. Doesn't matter what you believe. Doesn't matter how much you believe what I'm saying is true or not sure if it can happen for you or sounds like complete BS. I don't care what you believe. Thank God my teacher and all of those who've gone before us who have actually enlivened this truth within. Thank God they all said, it's not about what you believe. Who cares what you think you know? Who cares what you believe? What is the experience like right now? And can you keep returning back to that? Can you become intimate with that? Can you sit still with that? Can you give yourself to that? Can you give your concepts to that? Can you surrender your sense of self to that? Can you surrender your need to heal, to grow, to change? Can you give that over in trust, in love, to the fire of infinite consciousness? It sounds way more glamorous than it is. It's all about bringing attention back to right here, to the most peaceful part of right now. So what's that like for you right now? Is it quiet? Does it feel abstract, airy, a little bit difficult? Maybe like 25%? Does it feel like it's coming and going, like you're aware of it like 90% and then 2%? Is it feeling very vibrant and alive and tangible for you? Let me know. And I'll see you soon. Peace.